Okay. So you can just no, I cannot hear you. I think you have to unmute your. So how to unmute is at the top. You can see something called audio and video, right? Just go to that audio and video and just select conference call. You'll be getting this one, and I think you can unmute that.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Fine, fine, yeah, fine. So you can see my screen now, right?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Fine. So this is we have. I think we have already seen the screen in your PC now. So how to today we'll just take up a class like which was a balance value. So once Mohammed comes in, then maybe we'll resume that, right? Okay, till that point.
Okay.
Okay, let's resume. So here, so basic thing is first everything what you have to do is you have to create a site or a basic website on IIS. So basically how we start SharePoint is first thing is you have to create something called website in your SharePoint, right? So whenever we
Oh,
create a website in your SharePoint, so we have already seen that it will be created in something called iNet Manager. So I hope you have seen this yesterday, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah, we saw it
yeah,
yesterday.
iNet Manager is nothing but Internet Manager, right? Which is like Internet.
Okay.
So which where we'll be having all all our websites being deployed. Fine. So if you want some example, like let us say there is a Facebook site, right? So those things will be deployed in here, right? So that is nothing but some server. They need some server, which means they have taken some IIS
Okay.
server and they'll be launching here. See here you can see some sites like SharePoint 80, right? Central administration.
Right, yeah.
So this site again, can you see here? This is my central administration site, right? So and
Mm.
the URL is the port is something called 12699. So this comes under server maintenance again. Administration, I'm sorry, not maintenance, administration. Can you see here? My port
Okay.
here is
Yeah, I can see on
12699.
top.
Yeah. So here if you go to the same here, SharePoint central administration over here. Now can you see same port here? 12699. Right? So that is nothing but your site is being deployed here. Right here. Browse 12699, which is again a same port here, right? And
Same
Srinath,
port, yeah.
this name is nothing but your server name. Can you see here? The server name is some Srinath, right? So in your case,
Yeah.
it will be Trupti, or you had something called Nai, right? So that is your server name,
Right, yeah.
and if you take your server name and do, if you just can you see here? Yeah, you can, if I can just do this, it will automatically go to the default page. Fine, fine.
Right, yeah.
So that is how we actually deploy site in IIS, right? And here using SharePoint, you don't have to deploy anything; it will be automatically deployed. Fine. Whenever you create something, it will be
Okay.
automatically deployed into your IIS. So that is the first ever thing you should do whenever you are working with SharePoint, right? So now today let us see how to create a uh, web application first, and internally how to create so how to create something called collection of websites, right? For that,
Okay.
for that you have to go to central administration anyways, right? And you have to go to application management, where you have something called manage web applications, right? So let me click on that.
Right.
So here you can see so many I know things being created. I have created some IT corp IT and all, right? So we have seen this one, right? You remember
Right.
corp IT? So I was giving this for Mohammed how to create it, right?
Right.
Now let us create a new one. If you want to create, you have something called new here. I'll be sharing this video anyways, don't worry, right? But the thing
Okay.
is,
Okay.
you just listen here, so that whenever you see video, you can just again create your own, right? Right.
Right, yeah.
So just click on new. So when you click on new, a window will pop up for you. So here you will be having all options of web, right? So basically whenever we develop page in .NET, right? So all these things are in .NET. Fine. All your SharePoint, whatever you see here in SharePoint, is being developed on .NET. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So here you can see it says create new web application. So you just have to give what exactly you want. So authentication, leave it as classic mode authentication, right? And let us say you want to create a new IIS website here, right? so which will be deployed in here, right? We'll be seeing that anyways. Let us
Okay.
okay, create a new. So let me give this as something as shopping, right? Shopping site,
Okay.
shopping, which is nothing but site. Okay, some shopping. Let us give it a shopping, right? And here, can you see here port, right? This port is again nothing but the same port here.
Okay.
So what it does is whenever it goes to create web application, what it does is it will automatically search your server or your PC, right, for free port,
Okay.
and it will take the free port, one free port. Fine. So don't touch on anything on port. Let it be, and it
Okay.
will give you path. Like this is the directory where your web application will be deployed, right? And go down, leave everything as it is. Hello anonymous here, leave it as no and all, right? And leave everything. Now here you can see this is the URL, right? So you can see URL here. This is my server name semicolon port. In the same
Yeah.
way you can see here. So I have my server name and semicolon my port, because this port is same as this port, right? So that's why
Right.
you don't touch anything here. Let it be. And let us say we are creating something called, okay, this is something called pool. So what is a pool is nothing but, let me give again the name as pool. Pooling is nothing but, see, we have different versions of .NET, right? We have different versions, like we have something called 3.5, 2.5, different versions. So here, if you just give a pool name, anyways, whatever version is your SharePoint been working on, it will take automatically, right? Don't have to worry.
Okay.
Here, can you see here, use existing. If you click on this, it will give me all my existing pools, right? So we have created something called, can you see here, corp pool. We have used this one for our corp IT site, right? So in the
Right.
same way, what we'll create our own one, which is, let me take it as shopping pool. Fine. Which is a pool of my version of .NET will be created, right? And
Right.
then just say that security, let it give it to IS, let it take the network service security, right? And remaining things just leave as it is, don't touch anything, web database content and all, right? And fine. So now here you are ready to go. Click on OK, right? And anyways, this will take some time to process up. And why it takes so much time is it will create all your pages, right? And it will, anyways, in some servers, if it is faster, it will be faster. I think it will be faster in your PC anyways, right? Because I have, you can see here, right, I have so many softwares been installed, right?
Right.
So that's why, it won't be much faster in my PC, even if I am having some higher configurations, right? It will take some time for me. So we click on OK again. So what it does is it will create something called website, which is nothing, my website name is nothing but my shopping, right?
Shopping.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this website will be created on, website will be created on IIS, right? In here you can see that. Let me refresh.
How do you keep going back to this page? How do you define this IS from run?
Yeah, same. Let me
Okay.
open it again. It is from run, right here. I said
Yeah.
yesterday I just gave some shortcut, right? Windows R, right?
Right.
And I typed edit manager and I just clicked on OK, and I just kept this open. Okay,
Okay.
same way, right? Sites, and you have something called, so it is just, it haven't created it, it is just, it seems it is creating even now, that's why it's just blinking up. Let it take time.
Yeah, I know it happens.
Yeah. So this is the basic thing which you have to do before, doing anything in SharePoint. You have to create a base site, right? And again, this site you can create any number of sites again. It can be, we just did,
Right.
let us say you have a shopping mall, and in shopping mall there will be so many different departments, right? One department is multiplex department. It can be, for movie theaters. Some will be shops, And even in shops it can be like some will be jewelry shop, some so many shops like ready-made shops and all. So you can create a different site for your different um, entities, right? So here it says
Okay.
application created, right? Click on OK. So now your application will be loaded here. Can you see here you have done with shopping? So this is your site,
Right. Yeah.
and here you can see that you're allocated with some port. Now let's go and refresh this. Can you see here shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shopping is come there.
yeah. So shopping is come here, and you can see the port as 46791, which is same as this, right? 46791. So now,
Right.
which means I have got my basic website on IIS, right? This is a base website. Now if you want to access this site, you have to do something called, you have to create collection IT. You have to create something called site collection, right? Site collection
Okay.
again is nothing but you are creating some base on this web which can be used to create multiple pages or sites again. Okay. So now for
Okay.
creating that, let's go back to central administration, right? Here you have something called shopping again, right? Here,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, in central administration you have something called create site collections. First we have seen something called manage web applications, right? Now we'll see how to create site on that, right? Now go
Okay.
back to site
Right.
collections. So now in right site collections it says that, can you see here it says create site collection. So now here
Yeah.
you have to select web application first, because on web application you can create site collection, right? So let's
Okay.
create our web application. Just give a drop down here, it will give you all the web application we have. So our web application is shopping, right? Just select on it, so it will be selected. Can you see here it is my 4697 is my port, and it is the same port, right? So that's how
Right.
I got into my site. Now let me give this title as some, again, shop call. Okay, shopping collection, right? Some shop call,
Okay.
and description is some, this is a site for shopping mall, let us say, right? Let me give this,
Okay.
now leave this URL as it is. Now now here we have something called templates, right? Sorry, you have different templates here. You have something called collaboration, meetings, right? Like meetings, you can use these meetings when there is something called discussion, or if there is any been going on in corporate level or public level. In public level you can use something called social meeting, right, and all. And custom is
Right.
your own, you can create your own template. And collaboration, it is team site. Team site in the sense collection of entities where it can be different entities can be at one place. So we will be using something called team site here, right? So select on team site so that it will be useful for our site, right? And then you can give some username and password. Again, this username is, again, remember we created admin yesterday for you.
Admin. Yeah.
Click on admin, and here there is a check names here. If you check on this, it will get your username from your from your system, and it will print up, right? In the same way,
Okay.
if you want to search, you can also search. Let us say, again, you have to give, see here it is username of primary site collection administrator, right? And you have one more thing called
Right.
secondary, which is, again, it's the same set of pages, right? Just click on this. If you want to search, anyways, you can just type in admin here and say check names, it will be printed anyways. But let us say I want to search my name. Let me give it as admin. If you search your name with admin, I don't know, sometimes it won't populate. Let us see what it is. It takes so much of time.
No.
Yeah, let me cancel it up and let me just open it this again. Let me give it as Srinath. Enter. No results. Admin.
Mhm.
Oops. Let me give Sony. What's happening? I don't know what is happening here. Anyways, you can you can just type in my that's what I said yesterday. In site administration, can you can see one ribbon here, right? I got some red ribbon here. I'll show you once it is done. because my
Okay.
installation is not completely been done. So here, anyways, this feature will work anyways, but I'm just saying, it is not been completely filled. Now here you have something called quota template. Quota template is nothing but here you can restrict your memory of storage limit, right? If you want to limit your site to 1 GB, so you can create lists, views. We were creating so many things, right, where you can upload something and all, so your site will be allowed for that. But here always, if you are using for real time, if you are using for some client, just give no quota, and this requirement you will be getting from client, right? So click on OK. Now let us see what happens here. So with this we have created a web application which got and placed on our IIS, right? It got, we got it here now on top of that we are creating something called site collections, right? So this is the main thing, site collection, which we'll be using to add pages, add multiple sites now, right? And let us see.
Okay.
Yeah, now can you see it's been created? So top level site created successfully. Now this is your URL. If you click on it,
Okay.
it will, if you click on that URL, it will take you to your the site created. Let us see how, what is the basic face of your site here. And here whenever you open that link, what happens, it will, as we have given some username, right, that we want to use that username in that. So what happens is it will prompt for username password for your site. See, can you see here? So just give
Yeah.
your ID password. So this will be opening now. Immediately I have to increase my RAM of my laptop, it's killing me.
Right.
Yeah, so this will load come on. So what it does is, it will take the basic template of, we have selected something called team template, right? So what
Right.
it does, it will take that template, and whatever the name we have given, like shop call, we just gave shop call, where we our intention is to just give shopping collection, right, where you can have different things in here. So like we'll be taking two things in shopping collection. One is multiplex site, right, where there are
Right.
theaters and we can say movies, right? And we'll be taking something called one more we'll create some one more site, which is something sites, and we'll be seeing something else there, right? And
Okay.
I think this site is still loading. Okay, fine, now you got it. Can you see here? So your site is done.
Right.
So this is a
So
basic
cool.
site which you will be getting. Fine, where you can see here shop call, right? You will never see something called if you go to central administration again, right? you, Manager of applications, you will never see this shopping. Have you ever seen
Okay.
corporate? No, right? Corporate is a web application
No.
on which we have built something called top level site. So the face of site is
Right.
nothing but shop call. So this is your mother site now, right? In which, and this
Okay.
is something which is, can you see this libraries, right? And list,
Lists,
something
calendar.
is
Yeah.
already been created for you. But let us say if you don't want all these things, first everything you have to do is, let us say I don't want,
Site
because
actions.
this is not something which we need, right? This is something which is
No.
defaultly created, your image and all, right? But actually we don't
Right.
need
Yeah.
this. Now first let us see how to edit your page. It's very easy in SharePoint, which is nothing but go to site actions again, right? Again we have to go to site actions, and we have something called edit page,
Yeah.
right?
Edit page.
When you edit on page, see here what it does. It will, can you see here, it will completely make your
Yeah.
page directly editable,
Edible.
right?
Yeah.
It's a very good feature. So let me just give it as welcome to, let me give it as shopping mall, right? Let me just right, welcome to shopping mall. Just let me give something called, this is site for shopping. Fine. And this is not, we don't need this because this is not at all concerned with us, right? Let me just delete this. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now even this image is not, which is concerned to us, just remove all these things, right? Now go and save and close. Can you see now? It's a clear site now.
Right.
Our shopping call is there, where we just said welcome to shopping mall, and this is site for shopping. Now again, I'm sorry.
You're
So
not well. Your throat is.
yeah, I just I'm sorry. Let me have some water.
No, no. It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine now. Thank you. So here, can you see here? All these things are nothing but quick launch, right? So I've already told you that
Right.
we if you don't want something which in quick launch, how to delete all these things? Again, just go to site actions, right? You have something called site settings.
Right. Settings.
Go to site settings, right? And you have something called quick launch. Click on that, right? Go back to see. You can see each and everything which is editable here, right? So here, let me
Right. Yeah.
select libraries here. We don't need all these things because we can create our own, right? Click on OK.
Right.
Click on lists. Go to and delete it. OK. Click on discussions, right? Click on delete and OK. Fine. Now go back to site. Can you see now? It's very clear now, right?
Oh,
And
clear.
yeah, and now these two are anyways, these are something which are uh, default. This will be there forever. Now I just want to show something else. Let us go to recycle bin, right? This recycle bin is something, whenever you delete something, it acts as a actual recycle bin which we have. Whenever you delete something, in next class, I'll be explaining you, whenever we delete something, list or a view or something, that will come and sit here. It will not be permanently deleted, right? It will be added up
Right.
here, and if you want to restore, you can restore, or you can delete it permanently. Fine, that is for that. And if you click on all site, so all site is nothing but it will show you everything, whatever you have. Anyways, we don't have anything now, so that's why it is just says create something, right? Let's go back
Right.
to our site shop call. Now it is clear. Now we said inside this, we have to create some. We said let us create some sites first. This is the mother site inside which we can create some site. Now here can you see here home? Home is nothing but your shop call, right? So inside this we'll be
Right.
creating two internal sites. Let us say one site is for multiplex, right? We said, and one
Okay.
site is for let me call it as some shopping again, right? So let's create. So
Or
how?
in restaurant,
I'm sorry.
like a food court.
Exactly. Yeah, we can take it as a food court. Yeah, one multiplex and food court. Fine. So how? So initially we have to create something called site. So how to create a site? Again, go
Right.
back here. Now again, if you have to create a site under shop call, you have to come here first, right? Don't be at some other
Right.
place, because that will be added under that, right? So this site
Okay.
actions will be active for the active page. Fine.
Okay.
Okay. Go to site actions. Can you see here? You have something
Yes,
called
right
new
here.
site. Click on that, and it will load you different site templates for you, as if we have seen something called list, right? In the same way, can you see here?
Right.
It gives so many templates
Or
like team
different
site, blank
templates.
site, right? So many things. As our intention of our site is team site, right? Team. We have created something called team template. So let us take a team site again, and let me call it as multiplex, right? And URL, let us
Right.
take the URL again as some multiplex, right? Now let's go to more options. So here you can give something called this is for movies and fun. Let's give some description, right? And keep everything as it is. Now can you see here navigation? It says display this site on quick launch, right? What do you mean a quick launch is this, right? Quick launch is nothing but your quick launch which we have. So let us say yes, I want to show it on quick launch, and it says display in a top link bar. I'll show you what is top link bar, right? And just say create. Can you see here now? Your multiplex is being created. Again, when you create your multiplex, again the same page comes. This is again something which is your default page in SharePoint.
Default.
Fine. Now, but our multiplex is being created under
Shop call.
shop call, right? So how to go back? So can you
Right.
see here? There is a navigate up. When you click here, can you see here?
Yeah.
My multiplex is created under
Yeah.
shop call. If you go to shop call, again this is your page. Can you see here multiplex?
Yeah.
And there is a navigation being created, which is nothing but a multiplex again, right? So now if you go
Right.
to click on multiplex, it will take you to multiplex. Fine. Again, this
Right.
site, whatever you can see here is not what we want, right? So again, go to site actions, edit on page, right? And just say welcome to multiplex something, right? We'll just take something, and this is for, we said movies, for movies and fun, right? And
Right.
let's delete all these things, right? Because we are not, we, this items are not concerned for us, and save and close. Now can you see my multiplex is again clear?
Right.
Now again we don't want all these things, right? So here, can you see here, whatever description we gave at start while creating site, it will be here. This is for movies and fun, right? And we said
Right.
we said quick launch, right? Quick launch is nothing but this. Let's go back to shop call. Quick launch is nothing but this. And we have seen something called create that in menu bar. Menu bar is this, right? So we just asked it to create in both menu bar, and both will take you to same multiplex anyways, don't have to worry, right? Do what will take you same. Again here, if you want to, let us say we don't want all these quick launches, again go back, edit page, no sorry, not edit page, site actions,
Settings.
settings, yeah,
Site settings.
quick launch, right? And I don't want this, delete, okay. I don't want
Delete.
this, delete, okay. I don't want this, delete, okay, fine. So this is more, if you go back to your, now it's clear, it's more clear now, so you can create whatever you want, right? So this is one thing which is multiplex. So now under let us add one more site, which is, we said food court, right? So this multiplex. Now again you have to go to shop call and go to new site, right? Which is, we'll create something called again team site, which is food court, and let me give the site name as, give these spaces here, right? Food court, more options, okay. I'll just go and say yes here and create. So again it will create you the same page, right? Which is a default template.
Right.
So how to edit this? Go to site actions, edit this page, okay. Welcome to, let us say welcome to food court, right? And just say this is site for some food and stuff, I'll say, right? Let me just remove this up, right? And remove this up again, and save this up, right? Now save and close. Here you can see here, save and close. Just click on this. Now it's somewhat clear. Now let us go and delete all these things, site settings, right? Quick launch,
Quick launch.
and I want to delete this, delete up, okay. Go here, delete, okay. Again click on here, delete, okay, fine. So now go back to your food court. Can you see now it's clear, right? It's more better
Yeah.
site we have created. Now can you, if again how to go back again, it is under direct shop call,
Browse. Navigate up.
right? Navigate up and click on this. Now can you see multiplex is there, food court is again created, again multiplex and food
Right.
court is created. So now it's clear now. So now if you want to go to multiplex, click on this, you can go to multiplex, come back, shop call. If you want to go to food court, you can go to food court, right? So this is how we create.
So shop call is your main site, right?
Yeah, shop call is nothing but a top level site under which we have
Top
two
level
sites.
site.
Okay, these are
Sub
sites again.
sites.
Food court is
Okay.
one site and multiplex is one site, right?
Okay.
Now let us see how to create a page. Now let us go to multiplex. Let us say under multiplex we have something called movies page, right? So this is multiplex, and under multiplex we have to create something called, let us go back here, site actions. Can you see here we have something called new page. right? Click on new page. Let me give the name as movies, and just click it. Again, can you see here? It just created movies, right? Now
Yeah.
let me give it as welcome to movies, something, right?
Page.
And here, can you see? You have got this ribbon as if you are working on something called Microsoft Word, right?
Microsoft
It will
Word.
give you so
Yeah.
easy. You can change everything in here, like, you know, let me give you some, good color
So
here.
this is how they create normal websites like
I'm sorry?
Facebook and Google, and this is how the Facebook, like people, how developers create websites.
I'm sorry, developer?
Is this how a developer creates a website like
Yeah, yeah,
Yahoo or
yeah, yeah,
Gmail
yeah.
or
It's a, it's
something?
a, it's a,
That's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's a complete
Okay.
thing. How that's what I said. In SharePoint, you don't have to know much of programming, but this is how you should know how to do something, and you should know what can be done in
Right.
SharePoint. That's it. But this is a basic thing
Okay.
what we do, right? And welcome to movies. And I'll just give something called, I'll just give some. You can change font here. Welcome movies to movies and save and close. Can you see? Your page is created. So
Right.
under multiplex we have something called movies. Fine. So if you go to multiplex again, you can see nothing here, right? Can you see anything here?
No, it's empty.
Empty. But which is nothing but no.
Yeah.
But we have created a page here, right? But it is not visible. So what happens here? Again, you have to create something where you can move from multiplex to movies page,
The
right?
page.
So that is
Mm.
nothing but again you have to create something called quick launch. Now, where is that page has gone? So how can we go? We cannot see
In the
anywhere here.
browser.
We cannot key.
Um,
So you have to go to tab called page, where, right, you have something called view all pages, right? Click on this.
okay.
You can see all the pages you have created. So till now we have created only movies anyways. So these are
Movies.
user defined, right? So click on this movies,
Right.
right? So this is a link for that. Now let us save this link. Let me take notepad. Let us save this link first. Movies, okay? Movies here.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back to multiplex.
Right.
Now again here, see, if you want to go back to shop call, how to go? This home is nothing but multiplex, right? But if I want to go
Right.
back to shop call, I have to go here and click on shop call, right?
Of course. Yeah.
So but always you can't go to navigate up and go, right? You should have something where if I have something in quick launch, it will be better, right? So for that, let us go
Right.
to shop call, which is home page, and let us save this link again, right? Now let us go to multiplex. Now let us create something called shortcut or quick launch. How to create that? Again, go to site settings. Again, site settings. You have again something called quick launch. Go to quick launch. Now can you see here? You can create something called new heading. Click on new heading.
Right.
Let us say we want to create, now heading will be something called home page. Let us say, let me create this and create it as a home and click OK. Now under home, let us say we want new link, and this new link should be my movies link. Let's go back and paste here and just say movies. So can you see here, it is asking for heading. Let us say I want to tag my movies under home. Click on OK. Now go back. So can you see here? Now it's
Yeah.
very easy.
Home
When you
page.
click on movies again, we came to movies, but again we have something called multiplex. Click on home, you can go to multiplex. See,
Home.
so now you understood what is the basic difference between a site collection and site collection is nothing
Yeah.
but when we go to, so again let me first explain. Movies, when you click on movies, it went to multiplex and movies, because multiplex is a site and movies is a page. So that's why even here you can see something called multiplex. Now if you click home again here, it will go to multiplex page. Now can you see this link? This link was not there before, but we created. Why we created? To go to shop call. So previously how we used to go? We used to go here and shop call, right? But now we created a
Right.
quick launch in multiplex itself, where if you click on this, you can go
For
back
home
to
and
shop call.
movies.
Fine. But can
Yeah.
you see here? When I go to shop call and click on multiplex, right, it will directly go to multiplex, because My multiplex is a different site again. We have created a site called multiplex, but here when you click on
Right.
movies, it is taking to multiplex and
Movies
movies, because
page.
movies is a page in multiplex. That is the difference between what is a collection. So what is a collection here? So the collection is nothing but site call is a shopping is nothing but your collection, under which you have two websites, which is food court and multiplex, right? So under multiplex we have something called one page, which is nothing but your movies. Now you understood the difference between
Mm,
collection, site and page. So
yeah.
that is the one, right? So in this way what we created one page. You can go back to multiplex. If you want to go back to the parent collection, click on home. Now it's very easy, right? Very easy to move in between. Go to movies again,
Right.
you want to go back, click home and click home again, it will go to shop call now, right? So in this way we
Right.
create different sites and pages. Again let's go back to food court, right? Here again it's a empty one and there are no pages. So for that again what you have to do, you have to create a new
New
page.
page.
Okay, let me take something as Costa. Okay, let us say we have some coffee shop Costa and create it up. Fine. We can say welcome to Costa Coffee World. Fine. It's something.
Right.
Okay, let's again just change it up to some bigger one, right? And let's do Cosmic Sans and some unique distinguished one. Just right. Let's give something and save and close. Now can you see here under food court we have something called Costa, right? Let's go back to food court. So again, can you see the Costa page here? No, right? Because we haven't linked
No.
it. So again, go back to
Yeah.
page, view all pages. Can you see here? We can see all the
Yeah.
pages which are under food court, because
Right.
previously we were in website called as multiplex. So whatever
Movie.
page you
Multiplex.
create
Yeah.
under multiplex will be shown, but we have created page called Costa under food court. So whatever page you create, it will be here, right? Let me create one more page. Let us go back to food court. Let me create one more page here so that it will be more clear. New page. Now let us give us some uh, McD, right? Let's give McD, McDonald's, right? And create it up.
Mm.
Okay, welcome to McD, right? And again make it up some Cosmic Sans and gives up 7 close. Now can you see here McD is being created, right? Now it is under food court. If you go to food court again, there is nothing. Now if you go to page and click on view all, can you see here McD and Costa?
Yeah.
These two are created,
Two
right? So
pages.
now yes, it is created, right? Now in order to create a quick launch, just go to McD, right? Click on McD. So this is our McD page. Save this link in notepad again, right? This is our, you can see this name, right? Can you see here
Yeah.
the URL itself
Yeah.
will say food court. Under food court we have something called site pages, and under this page we have something called McD page. ASPX is nothing but
Right.
active server page. It is .NET one, right? Okay, fine.
Right.
Now let's go back to page again, view all pages, click on Costa. So select this again, go back and just save it up.
Save
Fine.
it.
Now let's go to food court. Now we want to create some quick launch here. So that's why even if you are in some page, like McD, but if you create something called site settings, it will be created for McD page, right, and not for food court. So
Right.
always
Yeah.
make sure that you are in food court home. They
The
should be
correct
there,
page.
food court home, and
Okay.
here you have to create quick launch. How to create again? Site settings, quick launch, right? So there is no quick launch here. So first we'll be creating something called home, and so this home is nothing but food court's home. What is food court's home? Shop call, right? So we'll copy this and give it to, okay, and under this we want some new navigation link, which is for my McD
McD.
one, right? Let me give it as McD, which is under home. Okay, and let's copy this again. We'll choose, okay, McD, it came under home. Create a new navigation link, just paste it up here and say it's Costa page, right? And click OK. Now can you see here? You can see. Just go back to food court now. Is it clear? We have home again.
Yeah.
If you click
Home.
on home, it will go to shop call, right? Now you can
Right.
your navigation have become easy. Shop call, food court. If you in food court, if you click on this home, go back to shop call again, right? In the same way, click
Right.
on MACD, it will give you the MACD page, right?
Maggie's page.
Right? And again,
Right.
go
Yeah.
back to food court, click on some Costa page, it will give you Costa coffee. So this is nothing but how we create a page, right?
Yeah.
So see, this is how we create a page, and again in that page you can create something called lists again, right? Let us go to some from this point on it is same. So this point on you can create
Yeah.
something called
No.
listener, right? How to create a list again? Site
Right.
actions, and you have something called, you can create uh, you can create something called library, right? If you want, and all you can do it
More
from here.
options.
More options. I mean,
More
you can create
options.
document library, more options, all things. I mean, I'm just showing you this menu actually, right? Okay,
Ah.
let's go to
Yeah.
here, and let's go to list, and let's take something called custom list. Okay, name it as, we were in MACD, right? We were in MACD. Okay,
Right.
let's take take it as something called burgers, right? Some, or we can say some
Right.
some pizza list.
Sound.
Okay, just click on more options. We don't need anything else, just create, right? So it will take you to, now you can see, so this pizza item is under
Yeah. List.
some. Now let us go and add or let us create some columns first, right? Create column, right? You can just say like, pizza type, let us say, right? Just take some pizza type and just
Right.
click on yes required, click on, okay. Can you hear me? Hello? పండు కరెంట్ పోయిందా? ఓకే. లైట్లే యాక్చువల్గా వాళ్ళు క్లాస్ ఒక రాలా.
ఇప్పుడు ఇన్సేపు క్లాస్ అవ్వట్లే.
అవుతుంది, అది అమ్మాయికి బ్యాకప్ క్లాస్ ఉంది కదా, ఒకరోజు తీసుకున్నా ఇప్పుడు చెప్పేసా. ఏమైంది?
వాళ్ళు కాల్ చేసి చెప్పేస్తాను మరి.
ఓకే,
ఇట్లా కాల్
అది కిటికీలు నువ్వు ఓపెన్ చేయాలి పండు.
చేశాక
అమ్మ సంపేస్తాను పెంచండి. కిటికీలు అంటే ఇది ఓపెన్ చేయాలి నువ్వు. అబ్బాయిని చూద్దాం అనుకున్నా, ఇంక మధ్యలో ఉన్నాం కదా అని పిల్ల.
బయట గాలి కూడా రావట్లేదు. ఓరెక్సన్ బుద్ధజాను
సస్తా ఉంది ఇది పట్టుకోండి. నేను దీనికి ర్యామ్ పెంచుకోవాలి పండు. అమ్మా
రేపు వెళ్దాం, రేపు తెచ్చుకుందాం.